Right, I accidentally injured myself in the gym, so I've got the day off work, and to my great surprise, I realised that I've actually got nothing to do today. I'm bored out of my mind, so I've decided to challenge myself. Right now, we are absolutely miles away from the leaderboard, but we've got all day. So, what do we need to hit? We need to hit about 3,500. We're still about 1,100 from that. It mostly came about, I mostly decided to do this. One, because I'm bored and I've got all day, but also I looked at the decks we've been playing in ranked, and I like all three of these decks. You know, like, I really enjoyed playing Uriel yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? I can't quite remember. Gruk was loads of fun. Swarmlord is probably the least fun because of its weakness to flying ranged. And right now, flying ranged is one of the most irritating combos in the game. Which, of course, means that everyone is playing it. Definitely frustrating to deal with. I'm going to start with Uriel. I haven't played a lot of Ultramarine, so I think that's kind of like a learning experience as well. This isn't going to be like usual. Normally, I record it because it allows me to just throw all my thoughts out there. And I can look back at it like, was I considering the right things? What sort of mistakes did I make? Is it reasonable, like my lines of play? That's not this. This is just points. So this as well. We're not going to be clicking disable bots. I don't care about AI or humans. I don't care about anything. All I care about are points. All we want are points. We'll start with Ultramarines. We already know that we can compete with like top 27 on the leaderboard. You know, top 40. We beat some. We've beaten some of the leaderboard with this deck, so we definitely know that it works. I don't think it's amazing, but I think it works. I think that's kind of the same with all of my decks, though. Like, there's a distinct lack of Necrons and Eldar in it, mostly because I haven't opened any packs for Necrons or Eldar. So, I guess that's kind of my fault. But also, you know, I'm not crazy about them. I don't like them. I don't want to play them. Whereas Ultramarines and Orcs and Tyranids feel kind of fun. I like the narrative as well, like the lore behind it. Just a sec.
We will not fail. We are Ultramarines.
Let's get some action, boys.
Yeah! We are the Sons of Gilliman.
So either way, we're just kind of getting not much of anything. I suppose we should ping just to get the value with that. It feels pretty rubbish. But we've got a good chance of pinging something. Yeah. Although it doesn't really make a difference. So I should have done that the other way around. I should have attacked with Uriel first and made it a 50-50. I could have even attacked with the Inceptor. I felt like it was kind of pointless, but we could have done that. Yeah, we were trying to keep the Inceptor, that irritating 3 health points, which forces resources in the early game. It didn't quite work that well, did it?
The Emperor guides us to victory.
I should have done that the other way around as well. Wow, I'm playing like trash. Absolutely terrible. If I was going to draw cards, I should have drawn cards right at the beginning. So I had full knowledge of all my options. That was really stupid, wasn't it? Oh, really?
Yeah!
Is this... I mean, it does feel like we just stun it, right? Yeah, this stun doesn't feel great here, but it's not like Orcs have a massive amount of ranged, so this is a really good spot, I think.
That stupid cop of yours.
I can't get the 1. Do I have to go up to Executioner then? Oh, I just feel like Executioner doesn't have great value against Orcs a lot of the time. Just a bit too slow. Having said that, this does work, so... Oh man, it just feels like such a waste, doesn't it? Yeah, we've gone in a very weird direction with this. Not taking the Dreadnought feels like a definite mistake. Having said that, we don't need much here.
One strike is all I need.
Am I actually happy to just take this? It's not like Master of the Fleet is amazingly good here. Yeah, we basically made a trade just to get 1 extra health on the unit we've got on the board. It's kind of a strange one, isn't it?
What's that stupid cop of yours? Awesome boys, just like the Horned Bull.
Can hold us. Ah!
So we're... well, I guess we're not really that scared of Will of Gork. It is a way that they could get back into the game, though.
That'll be a bumpy ride.
Maybe we should have held on to this Repulsor Executioner. I'm just trying to finish the game. That's the thing. Yeah, we played that awful. We played that whole match really, really bad. I'm kind of embarrassed by an absolutely terrible play there. I think what we need to do is just slow down, calm down a little bit. I'm not used to Ultramarines, but now I'm kind of rushing. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm recording. Grok. Not Grok. Zagrok. What do we want? We want our AoE, right? And our cheaper Interceptor. This is okay.
We will not fail. We are Ultramarines.
Death from above.
So we're looking for no, not. What am I talking about? We're looking for the Impulsor. There we go.
boss?
The AI, you've got to love it.
Your speed with faith and flame.
Does this even matter? It doesn't.
Enemies in reach. Yeah.
Okay, so this probably is a match where we're going to have to be really considerate of Will of Gork. We're going pretty wide here and we're threatening to go even wider.
One strike is all I need.
Yeah.
Daka is dead, Killy.
Death from above.
Yeah.
What the? That's weird. I posted a comment and the comments disappeared. I guess it is alpha. Maybe it's considered flaming. All I did was ask, was Daka if they'd had the bug that caused them to disconnect? Because mine said that they're disconnected and I got the win. And sometimes you both get that message and you both get the win. So most irritating thing about that match anyway was just the fact that they were called Was Daka. They had an Orc profile pic and they were playing Eldar. I was like, are you serious right now? Oh man, I don't feel like 7th Company Bike has massive value here, but I don't feel like we can really afford to get rid of it in case we just straight end up with a handful of high-priced crap.
We are Ultramarines.
We bring death from above, as King's Spear did before.
Whoa, that's not it. So next turn is going to be Impulsor, Tactical Insight, Marsh of the Fleet probably, Point Blank Shot possibly. Oh man, that screws that up, doesn't it? That screws that up. That really sucks. I think we still have to do it though. Man, that sucks. But there's just a bit too much tempo here. So it will be Master of the Fleet, just so we can destroy the Way Spider. Is that correct? Do we actually need to kill the Warp Spider? Like, honestly, actually, no, we don't, do we? Let's be honest here, we don't need to do that. Yeah, if anything, we'd rather the Warp Spider just goes to their hand and doesn't give them a Waystone. Oh, I hate Eldar so much. This is just such rubbish. Free energy, and you just get free trades all day. It's so frustrating. I just complained about free trades, and then we literally just came back with a free trade of our own with Octavio. So maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit. I don't think so, though. I mean, Eldar do it over and over and over and over again.
We will protect the craft world.
Whoa, not yet. So is it this for value?
Yeah.
And we're hoping for a stun on the Warp Spider. How bothered? We're pretty bothered actually, because this is 4 damage into our Judicia, isn't it? Yeah, it's possible that they got like some sort of Warp Spider Shuriken ping onto the Judicia. And as it is, they get the thingy, don't they? Oh, no, they ranged attack because they're AI in there. They're crazy. Okay.
Strike now.
Was there another way of doing this? I don't think there was. Yeah, because of Witchfire, we also kind of need to do this, don't we? And just get value where we can get value.
Rains from the skies.
You know, I haven't seen enough Winged Autark to really know how good it is. It looks like it's super frustrating, though. I mean, it's just flying there in the sky, right? Laughing at you. As it boosts everything else on the board. Including all their, you know, like flying flank stuff. Not all of it. I guess it doesn't boost Banshee. I mean, there's Sniper as well. Ugh. It's just Eldar, innit? I just hate Eldar.
We will not fail. We are Ultramarines.
So very similar to the last match. If we can get away with it, we'd love to armoured support on this time. Into Impulsor. The Dreadnought is amazing against Orcs, I suppose. But I like the tempo here. Orcs really don't appreciate being pushed back on turn 3 so quickly.
Truck ready to chop. From Ultramar's wrath.
Yeah!
I'm driving. Yeah, I'm driving.
Okay, but what's the ping if I do that? Yeah, I mean the issue is it still doesn't feel great, does it?
This bar makes his thing go.
Kind of getting out tempoed here a little bit, aren't we?
One strike is all I need.
Yeah!
Who's lost his heart?
That doesn't save you from lethal though, does it? Oh, it does. Oh man, okay. Yeah, do we still have it? We don't, do we? But we still do this anyway?
Temper your speed. Make them flee.
Oh man, we're going into Will of Gork. I don't think I can do that.
Enemies in range. Yeah!
I stuck inside this thing, and that makes me mad.
Maybe I should have a Death Dread in my deck. It's mostly because they're so expensive and they require quite a lot. You know, like Mob, when you've got such an expensive card, you're asking for quite a bit there. And a lot of the time it just feels like, well, why do you need the Death Dread at the end? Why don't you just play the Green Horde? The Green Horde is often putting in so much work. Death Dread, you know, is kind of an awkward card for you, just occasionally. In the very least, you can get your Warlord to attack, I guess. So you get at least 1 to 3 damage out of the Death Dread. Isn't it unstable though? So in some ways, you're not really getting 1 to 3 out of the Death Dread. I guess the ceiling is quite high though, right? I don't know. For 6-7 energy, you have to be pretty amazing. Here we against Chaos. Oh man, this could suck. This could really suck.
We will not fail. We are Ultramarines.
In the eye of terror, we shall bring no mercy.
Yeah!
So what we really need in this matchup is Vanguard, I think. And to be aware that Spawndom is just ridiculous value. Ugh. Oh man, my really willing to take 8 damage. I can't, that's too much, isn't it? But Scout isn't achieving much either. So what would I even be doing? Octavio? I guess it has to be this.
Positions, we strike soon.
Yeah!
Yeah, Chaos is weird. Spawndom can turn, you know, a match that seems to be fine.
Is already mine.
You know, like, everything changes really, really quickly with Spawndom. It can be really hard to deal with. But Chaos also has, like, all these really awkward, statted creatures. 3 is really irritating. Really, really irritating. Oh man, I actually think this is going to go quite far. I'm kind of worried about Warp Talon more than anything.
Enemies. Yeah!
So is Impulsor actually bad in this matchup? It's relatively bad, right? I mean, Spawndom is just such a great card, in my opinion. I honestly think it's just an incredible card. It absolutely changes, like, the whole tide of battle. It's really frustrating to deal with.
The Emperor guides us to victory.
Yeah!
Yeah, I mean, right now it looks like we're a lot worse than Chaos. We've made it all the way to 5 energy and we've got nothing. Like, they're actually beating us in health. For an aggro deck, this is pretty abysmal.
Yeah!
The crusade cannot be stopped.
Random Mark of Chaos. Oh man, I'm not actually sure. I mean, the Sergeant just gets rid of it straight away. And all we really need is time, right? So,
Ready yourself, Pax. We strike now. Blood for the blood god.
Do we have it? We don't, do we? I'm being silly.
One strike is all I need.
You're not ready to take on a foe like me. Blood for the blood god!
So it'd have to be Mark of Thorn. There has to be a Mark of Corn in here, yeah. I think for like a true like chaos combo deck, we don't have enough vanguards. Yeah, it's the same with Tyranids. I think against like a dedicated Tyranid like Lictor deck, that's also a bad matchup for us. We don't have so much protection, so much vanguard, and we don't have any way of getting our health back either. So we just fall into, you know, like no man's land way too early. Oh, we go first though.
We will not fail. We are Ultramarines.
What is yet to come is for us to decide.
Yeah! We are the sons of Gilman.
So what we'd hate to see is armoured support, probably. That would be very frustrating for us. Inceptor? Oh, have you really gained anything by doing that, though? You really used your counter card to do that? That doesn't seem... That doesn't seem good. Honestly, that doesn't seem that good, does it? On the other hand, you know, considering we're supposed to be the aggro, I suppose this does mean they've taken control from us. They don't seem to have Octavio in hand, so aren't we okay? Yeah, we look pretty okay here. Do we incept? Nah, man. Like, is this even the best use of Infiltrator? I actually don't know. Yeah, nothing about this feels great, does it? Oh, crap. I don't even think Octavio's did anything for us here. He's definitely saving his, what is it called? The thing that just kills a unit. He's going to save it for my Dreadnought. Definitely sucks.
One strike is all I need.
Is this the Octavio? It feels like it, doesn't it? But it can't be. We're just looking for like great value for our Octavio, but it's a tough one. And I definitely think he has straight elimination, so our Dreadnought's going to come down and that's it, we're kind of done. Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble here.
One strike is all I need. Positions. We strike soon.
We are using so much here. Yeah, we've used so much and they're still at 19 health. This really sucks. We've like walked straight into their trap, kind of.
We are the sons of Gilliman. No hiding from Ultramar's wrath.
We've done well to get this far, but we now basically need death from above. Just like death from above, death from above. We need to draw pretty lucky here. So he smites this then? Yeah. He's trying to save it. He knows that we've got the vehicle in hand. He's trying to save it. This is why we need to pull like death from above, like right now. This is going to get frustrating. We have the reach in our deck. We just need to draw the reach. And right now, we're not we need death from above, like right now. He can even draw the stratagem right now. Like, he's got so much spare energy, he can even draw the execution right now and destroy the dreadnought. Alright, so he's thinking about it because he's got RNG in hand, I think.
Courage and honor.
That's not really the RNG I was thinking of.
Trust in the Emperor at the hour of battle.
No, that's good for us, isn't it? Don't we love this? Isn't this fantastic for us?
Hold positions. We strike soon.
Are we hoping for a bike? Because if we're not hoping for a bike, we're kind of screwed.
Yeah!
Yeah, so in the very least we can armoured support, and we've got okay odds of getting the bike. Plus Master of the Fleet, of course. And we could always draw Death from Above. Or our second Storm Raven, I think. It scares me that he's still thinking about this. He's probably got Pelixis in hand, though, I think. So he's wondering if he should kill the Chaplain to increase the chance of healing Tigurius.
Hope always.
Nah, done. Oh, wow. I actually thought right from the beginning we'd lost that. I thought he played the... Wow, 50 as well. I thought he played the early game, like, really well. We were going into the mid game, and I was like... Oh, like, our HP isn't where I thought it would be. Why did we get 50? Oh my god, he's ranked 6th. Well, that explains a few things. Even... See, this is loyalty, though, right? He even has the Tigurius PFP. Not like Green is Best, who was playing Eldar, even though... You know, like, that's such a lie. And Tyranids, too. Or earlier, when we were playing Wazdaka. Like, how can you have the name Wazdaka, a PFP of Zagstruck, and be playing Eldar? Like, go away. That is just disgraceful. You get my hopes up when I see that PFP, only to see you playing an Eldar deck. Like, go somewhere, man. That's just trolling. We'll give it, yeah, like I said, we'll give him a few seconds to get to a match, then we'll play again. But that was pretty... That feels pretty good. I didn't know he was ranked 6th. I guessed from like the amount of points we won that he must be worth quite a bit. I didn't realise he was worth that much. 50 points is fantastic. It was quite a long match, so I don't know if it was efficient. AI matches tend to be quicker than that, right? Like, that actually took a while. Although a large part of that was because he was thinking about it for ages. Like, that last turn, can you protect it or not? If you can't, resign. Don't kind of sit there. I don't know, but then again, I think he must have had like Belixis in hand. And he was just trying to work out some way of getting health onto his leaders so that he could get around the basic reach. Tervigon. Oh, I kind of like all of this into Tervigon. And Scepter's amazing. Bike and Firstborn are okay. It's really just to get a board, isn't it?
We will not fail. We are Ultramarines.
Sons of Gilliman.
Yeah.
Man, so Tigurius must be pretty good then. If it can get you to top 6, I don't know how much Stelmah played Tigurius, but he's playing it and he's currently ranked at 6. So Tigurius must be like super viable. Way more viable than I really realised. I really want to save that high factory so we can get the Impulsor out a little bit early.
For your speed, make them bleed.
I'm not sure if that was a mistake or not. I mean, this way he can hit the bike, whereas otherwise the Tervigon can only hit the bike or the Firstborn. We'd have had more on the board, basically. Yeah, so I misplayed that. I shouldn't have attacked with anything. I can get the board back with Inceptor, Primaris, or I could just play for... Oh, man. But, I mean, this is just going to go down, isn't it? We already know that will go down.
Positions. We strike soon. One strike is all I need.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, you know, I love Tyranids. I love playing Tyranids, but wow, do I hate Synapse on the other side. I didn't realise how annoying that was until I literally just saw someone else doing it. I'm like, oh my god, that is a ridiculous amount of health. Are you serious? Now it's got 7 health. Oh, that's ridiculous. But we do have to play Impulsor and just try and play... Oh man, we're just going to lose our Inceptor here though. But we got to deal with this thing. Oh, it's so irritating. This is what it feels like to play against Tyranids. Very few people actually play Tyranids, so... I know I love playing Tyranids, I just don't love playing Swarm Lords a lot of the time. I get really irritated with it. Oh man. I seem to say this a lot, but I don't like any of our options. But I think a lot of this is due to my misplay earlier in the match. Like, I had to expend a lot of resources on that Pyrovore that I didn't really want to spend on it. And if I just hadn't attacked, then the Tervigon could have only eliminated one thing, and we'd have had that extra ping on the board. So... I've only got myself to blame. I've made this game a lot harder than it had to be. So we absolutely want Master of the Fleet here, right? Yeah, oh man, I feel like Repulsor might actually be pretty legit here. Yeah, I think we're actually going for Repulsor.
The Emperor guides us to victory.
I should have done that the other way around. I should have attacked with this first. Yeah. So how hard am I fighting for the board? Actually, pretty hard. So am I willing to take this damage here to keep the Impulsor on? I'm playing into a Ravenous Hunger if I do this though, aren't I? Yeah, I should have... Oh man, I'm playing this really, really bad. Is it just because I'm not used to playing against Tyranids? Every single turn we seem to be making a... like some sort of move. I'm just like, I'm not happy with this at all. I feel like we've really misplayed. There I definitely should have attacked. That's the truth. So, I mean, the firstborn basically got wasted. It didn't do anything. Also, Redemptor Dreadnought was apparently better than Executioner. I was worried about Tyrant Guard, something like that. Apparently that isn't what I was supposed to be worried about, though. Can I... Oh, man, I can't really use my Executioner like this, though. I suppose I can, it's just stupid, isn't it? Tyranids don't have any way of just taking this straight off the board, though. So...
Terrain can hold us. Ah!
Enemies.
Yeah!
Oh, there we go. Nice.
Yeah!
So, because of Ravenous Hunger, I do have to attack here. It's kind of ridiculous that we're playing against the AI and it's actually like 18 health to 14 and all they've really been doing is just putting units down. This is kind of absurd, isn't it? All they did was put units down and we still struggled. I think that's really silly. We've just got to play better. This isn't acceptable, is it? Against Tyranids, I guess we've still got a lot to learn. Again, I think I just need to kind of like slow down a bit. Kind of like all of these, don't I? Although they're not like great. Oh no, that's not true. Armoured Support and Tactical Insight are fantastic tempo cards. Don't know what I'm talking about. If I do the firstborn, then yeah, he uses his ability, and that allows us to armoured support, and we're not completely out. think we're actually happy about that, aren't we? I think that was the key turn. I think the fact they put nothing down on that turn means that we're in a really, really strong position.
The Emperor guides us to victory!
Having said that, Judaseer isn't quite as useful as I thought it would be. I mean, having 2 ranged attack when you're a 5 energy body is actually terrible, isn't it? And the stun is often quite RNG, but I'm also not great at using it, so it could be that. But yeah, coming into 5 right now, I'm kind of like, is this really, you know, like, I'd actually rather just Master of the Fleet, wouldn't I? I mean, it would clear the board. It would allow me to compete on the board. I'd actually rather just have a body plus Master of the Fleet, not this. This isn't, this is awkward, isn't it?
To take on a foe like me.
Crap, I still have to do this, don't I? Oh, so there's a possibility that the Judaseer is gonna stun the unit that dies. Right. So, oh man, but there's also a chance of the bike just dying to this. I don't really want to attack it. Oh crap. I suppose I could use Tactical Insight and then attacked again. I just think that's... Do I even want to... Oh, I have to. That sucks. Even then, maybe I could have Tactical Insight in... No, I couldn't have done that either. Oh, that sucks. I'd just be throwing resources away for no reason. Like, if he kills the Judaseer here, it's not a massive deal, is it?
Take me without a fight. Yeah!
Oh man, how exactly do you want to do this?
One strike is all I need.
This would be the time. Got ya. Nice. Yeah, I got a little bit weird in my head there because I was looking at the scout and the Codex Discipline as well. And I was like, do we have lethal that way? And the truth of the matter is, I don't know. I'll have to look at it again. I really wasn't sure in the moment though if like scout Codex Discipline would have also led to lethal. I mean, as it is, of course, it was RNG, and we kind of needed to rely on a really good roll, but top 6, man. How far are we going to go? I guess, I suppose we could say now that this deck is viable enough, like it's playable enough that you can, you have a decent chance against everyone. I do think we struggle against Chaos a little bit, though, just for the record. Man, I think Octavio's... I think, yeah. I kind of like all of this. I don't like the bike quite as much. Yeah, point blank shot and the bike I don't like quite as much.
We shall bring no mercy.
Wow, that's aggressive. I'd have really liked to have had a body here, wouldn't I?
Yeah!
Oh, was this the time to armoured support on the first turn?
My hate drives me.
It actually looks that way, doesn't it? We're going to take a massive amount of damage here if we don't.
Yeah! To victory.
Might have to use it here. I think we do, don't we?
Temper your speed with faith and flame.
Yeah, I don't see any other way of really getting around this. I think we have to do it like this, don't we?
Hold positions. We strike soon.
Yeah!
I am unstoppable.
Is this accurate though? I know that of course we ping off the dreadnought for free. But this kind of... No, it doesn't. What am I talking about? It doesn't require that much. But we're going to be in a health deficit. Man, the dreadnought... I was looking at that and I was like, we must have made a mistake here. This doesn't work, but... Double dreadnought proc. That's a bit ridiculous, actually. Oh, crap. Firstborn Storm Raven. It just doesn't clear a lot.
We are the sons of Gilliman.
Yes, it's Judas. It's so weird, right? This isn't the card that I thought it was. It just isn't doing as much in these matches as I thought it would be. Too often, like, I'm looking at my hand right now. Inceptor Sergeant. Yes, you know, like, if he throws down a Vanguard, we can get through the Vanguard. This is fantastic. Then I'm looking at this Judiceer. I'm like, what the... This is useless. Like, this isn't doing anything for us.
We strike now. Hold positions. We strike soon.
Yeah!
I mean, it's just a dead card. It's been a dead card this whole match. In a surprising number of matches, it's a dead card. It's weird. Is the game just too fast for this? Like, All the flank, all the vanguard. Like, what's the point of stunning a vanguard? It's still in the way. Do we actually have to get rid of Judas? I think we have to play it a lot more, but you know what? Let's look at it. This is amazing, but genuinely, like, this is happening too much. This card is in our hand, and you know, all the flank, all the stealth. No, it's good against stealth. So it's just the fact that there's all this flank in the game, right? All this flank and all this vanguard. Did you just see it? But it's a vanguard itself, and we're really lacking in vanguard. This 626 though, like for 5 energy. You're paying an incredible price for this Codex Stunner Random Enemy thing. I don't know how useful it is. I really don't. Yeah, is there something better? We're really only supposed to be grinding here, but I'm just not happy with that. I feel like we should stop for a second and actually really look for something else. I'm just not happy with this. Would we actually get more value out of Sacred Bolter? That just sounds crazy to say, right? But I mean, Sacred Bolter is 1 energy, deal 2 damage. And in an aggro deck, like, is that more than the Judas Seer? Is there a better Vanguard? There is, isn't there? Do we not care about the stun? Do we just care about the Vanguard? Because if so, the Honor Guard is really workable. Like, absolutely fine. I'm not a fan of the Chaplain. Electius as well. Like, Electius can just be backbreaking, man. Like, really ruin people's days. Yeah, the Retribution. I mean, these do similar things. I like just 2 ranged attack when you're a 5 energy unit. 626 isn't. It's like a terrible stat line. And you're not really paying for the Vanguard. You know, like 5 energy for 6 health. That's pretty standard for units. So you're paying for this Codex Stunner Random Enemy. This doesn't seem to be anything. What do I take instead, though? Yeah, like the top half is too expensive. The only reason we're using these vehicles is because we get the discount. So it's definitely not on the top. Honor Guard seems to be like the most, you know, piece for piece trade-off. It's fine. But Pelixus can also do a lot of work, obviously. Yeah, Hellblaster, just bodies in general. I don't know about Reaver. I'm not a fan. Like, I barely like 7th Company Bike. And that is almost strictly... I mean, of course, you're paying extra energy, though, so that makes sense. As this goes on, I'm just thinking crazier and crazier things. Like, this must be heresy. I'm actually thinking we would actually get more use out of, like... I mean, even just the Primaris Intercessor. Because it's a body that we'd put on the board on turn 1. It's free health. It costs a resource to deal with, you know. Unless, of course, you're playing against Swarm Lords, which is a problem. Man, that's crazy. That can't be correct. There's no way. It seems to be true, though. Like, just Judas Seer isn't doing anything for us. Isn't Electius scarier? I mean, the ability to blind is giving us so many free trades with Octavia. Do you think an additional source of blind would be a bigger deal than the stun? Yeah, I mean, it would actually help us get through Vanguard. It still doesn't help us against flank, of course. The Vanguard is the weird bit, right? You know, like, it's between Electius or Honor Guard, I think. If we're just looking for, like, 1-for-1. Man, this is crazy. I'm taking it out. In the late game, maybe it does something amazing for us. But I don't think that happens enough. I'd feel quite good putting down a 5 health unit. 4, 4, 5 for 4 energy. It's not amazing, but it's definitely not bad. I do think like Alexius has a much higher ceiling though than the Honor Guard. Yeah, I don't... Oh, man. I don't think... I mean, Alexius kind of has a similar problem where it's got this 5-2-4 stat line. And the 2 ranged attack is... It's just too often a problem, I think. I'm really thinking crazy thoughts. This is madness. But we need the Vanguard. I think one of our biggest weaknesses is Vanguard. So just replacing one Vanguard with another, I think is okay. There's got to be like a really optimal version of this though. Something really, really good. I don't know what it is, but I think this deck does need refining. I just can't pin it down. Oh, we're playing Stelmah again. Okay. We're going first. So, similar thing. Firstborn into armoured support. But they know what our deck is now, so this is a problem. Wow, they're playing Reavers. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I don't really want to give up anything. I'm happy to just do this, aren't I? And I don't see any way that you're going to get like more value out of your Reaver. So you have to attack with it anyway. I might as well hit you in the face. I think that's fair. Oh, Pelixis. You're thinking about Pelixis? But Pelixis is still not giving you great value, is it? Wow, you're attacking us. Man, that's crazy. So I want to... But we don't go into 5 very well if we do it like this. Let's see what we get first. That would push us into bike quite well. But maybe we do need to stop the aggro. I'm not actually sure. Because it's Tigurius, I feel like we need to be aggressive. But we are losing right now. We're losing pretty hard. It's not going well for us. So. Is it like this? It is, isn't it? And then you have to attack. But aren't we almost dead? Like, don't they just attack for 11 here? If they have Swords of Macragge or something, then aren't we just dead? So the best thing that could happen here is they attack the bike with anything, basically. If they attack the bike, we feel kind of okay. But if they just go straight to our face, that's it, we're done. Like, we're already dead.
Positions. We strike soon.
They've gone straight for us. So we have lethal from here. If they don't deal with the dreadnought, we have lethal. And if they use their execution to kill it, we can honor guard quite easily. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, don't we take that like every day? Don't we take that every single day? So we just do this, don't we?
Courage and honor!
Oh wow. How on earth is this happening? If they get it, I mean, it's definitely possible on 7 energy to get it. But we do have 5 health of Vanguard. So they would need death from above. Something amazing. You know, like Smite won't do it. Nothing will do it. Even death from above doesn't quite make sense. Yeah, not it. Not it. Nice. We are the kings. We are the greatest. Awesome. Oh, why did you attack me at the start, Stelmah? I am the aggro. You are control. Oh, that feels good, though. That does feel good. So it wasn't a fluke the first time, either. We are super viable. Our Uriel deck is just way too good. Way, way too good. That does get me pumped. Even the honor... Like, didn't that feel great, though, having the honor guard come down? If that had been the Judas here, it would have just been slightly more expensive and we wouldn't have accomplished much. I guess we would have stunned their leader, but what does that actually accomplish? Nothing, basically. Absolutely nothing. And that would allow them to, like, incept a sergeant into our Judicea and get, like, really, really good value because of the lack of ranged attack. Whereas, of course, in Honor Guard, it's cheaper, and we've got the sergeant down to 2 health. That felt good. That actually felt really, really good, didn't it? Same as usual. We'll give him a few seconds to get into a match, but... Man, this deck is putting in work. Oh, I feel good about it. Ah, that felt good. But I mean, it's hard to kind of go, oh, well, that's because we replaced Judicea. But the deck itself, I don't know why he was attacking us in the face. I've got to be honest. I'm not entirely sure why he decided to attack us in the face. Our Dreadnought play was beautiful. Like, we opened ourselves up to being super sensitive. Like, if it had death from above and just hit us in the face, we're done, aren't we? Like, there's not a lot we can do there. He's just going to smite us down. But... oh, man, that Dreadnought play is actually beautiful. I should have clipped it or something. I'm the Dreadnought master. But it wasn't exactly a great play. We were just so vulnerable to getting smashed in the face and taken down to single-digit health. And, you know, single-digit health, definitely possible to kill us from single-digit health if we're playing against Ultramarines. Oh, man. There's just too many cheap bodies. There's a lot we can do here, isn't there? So, I like it, I guess.
Fail. We are Ultramarines!
The hour of blood and clashing blades has come.
So we need to get a lucky firstborn strike here. Yeah, I don't even think we can take the Hive Factory. I think we have to put the firstborn down. Oh, but doesn't it become this stupid game where we go back and forth? Yeah, I'm not actually sure. Right, so we can Tactical Insight and Master of the Fleet. I really don't want them to have that stone. It's silly though, isn't it? I'm just being ridiculous. The hell was that? You gotta love the AI sometimes. Like, it makes moves and you're just thinking, well, that doesn't help me. I don't know how good my deck is because the move you've made is so incredibly stupid. Oh wait, do this the right way round. Probably not the best use of codex, but a nice use of tempo. Then again, because it's Eldar, you kind of feel like, well, they're going to find a way around it anyway. Crap.
The Emperor guides us to victory.
That was the wrong way round, wasn't it? I should have... Oh, no. Forget that. Sometimes I'm not very good at identifying the Elder cards and realising that we're safe. We've played right into Witchfire, aren't we? Yeah, Witchfire we clear everything. And I don't think we have any... way of like setting up the board again. We lose at that point. Witchfire would destroy us, wouldn't it? I think we just sacrifice our impulsor here. Everything else costs too much, doesn't it?
Enemies en route. Yeah!
Are we just going for value?
Heed my words and rise.
So if we had been Witchfired and we need to set up a board again, 7th Company, Bike and Vanguard. I guess we are just hitting them in the face still. But the game does get extended significantly. To a very, very kind of irritating degree. What happens exactly? Witchfire, board gets cleared. In the next 3 turns we draw Vanguards. We've got the Company Bike. We can test board. Oh, no, it's difficult, isn't it? Because we're denying the Spirit Stones as well. I'm not actually sure if we win or lose. That's kind of difficult to call if we have been Witchfired.
We will not fail. We are Ultramarines.
Death from above!
I'm not sure if we're the aggro here. I can't remember the Zagstruck deck. But Zagstruck himself is kind of control. So is this hard as nails then? How am I witnessing?
Yeah!
I don't think we get to Executioner. That's the thing. We have double Death from Above in hand. So either we're dead or we kill them before we get to Executioner. I mean, we've got, what, 12 damage in hand? That's absurd. And we should be 4 health down, but the board should be clear too. Yeah, I don't really want to give up board, so I think we have to just leave it like this. Grot Squig, like Scragum Bomb Squig would do it, wouldn't it?
Me claw.
It just feels so messy, doesn't it? But we're giving up so much board if we don't do this.
Ready your jump packs. We strike now. Yeah!
Shadows can fly.
Wait. We've got it, haven't we?
Enemies in range.
Holy hell, that is pretty good reach.
Yeah!
15 damage on 7 energy. That's pretty good reach. Yeah, I agree. With Achaeon or Achaeon, whatever the name is. It does take a while to find human opponents. Lucky that's not what we're looking for today. We're just looking for bodies. We just want to catch as many bodies as possible. Increase our total to ridiculous levels. Try and hit this scoreboard. It is taking a while though. Apparently we've been doing this for an hour and a half. And we're only at 2.8k. So it is really going to take us an incredible amount of... Well, not an incredible amount of time. We could probably do it today. I do have to go swimming at 4 o'clock though. So that's going to be a problem. Oh, I kind of like everything in our hands. I don't know if I like it against Uriel. Like the Inceptor, oh man, we've got to like play it after him. 7th Company Bite probably has more value against Uriel though. Onagar, yeah, oh man, I don't know what to think of our hand.
We will not fail.
If I had to rank it, I think it's like slightly above average against like our average hands. This is a above average starting hand. But it looks like it'd be really easy to misplay this hand against Uriel. Like what that like I just feel like everything's a mistake here. Inceptor's a mistake, I think Bike is a mistake. All we can really do is just, you know, do this. And then next turn if we could get a Honor Guard out. If he allows us to get Honor Guard out, that would be pretty good.
Positions. We strike soon.
Yeah! Yeah!
Courage and honor.
Doesn't that feel great though? Like this genuinely, I'm just looking at it like 445, you know, like 3 energy. This feels good. This feels like a solid body. So much better than the Justiceer in like more situations. Of course, like the ceiling of Justiceer is way higher, but this just feels really, really good. It's done its job. It's lasted to the next turn. That's 4 damage to the face. Yeah, I've got no complaints about anything here. And then we firstborn for an easy thing.
are the sons of Gilliman.
Ah, okay, so we've kind of made a mistake here, though. Somehow our board is translated into... You know, we've downgraded our board. Is basically what I'm saying. Like, we went from a 4-4-5 to a 1-2-3. Our board is actually a lot worse. And that was a mistake. They could use the bike on us. When exactly do we use our Inceptor though? So Scout could come out. Anyway, it just feels like they're going to curve out at this point. We can't really do anything. Yeah, like we're really glad that they're hitting us in the face because we've got no way of killing them, I don't think. Outside of really low health. Like if they just curved out and didn't hit us at all, I think we're done. We can't win. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm not clicking on Uriel to find out its abilities. I want to shoot him. Yeah, this feels really, really dangerous. Our health is getting lower and lower. We don't have Death from Above in hand. It's kind of weird. Impulsor, we don't want to be at 15 health when we have Impulsor. But Storm Raven, Scout and Inceptor are all kind of like utility pieces that we're quite happy about. So.
First one to enter battle, last one to leave.
Oh man, health is getting so incredibly low. I just need something, don't I?
One strike is all I need. We are the sons of Gilliman.
Oh crap. Well. So 7. Oh man. What have we got? 3. We're representing 4 in our hands. He'd have to attack, but we'd be 1 off. So we don't attack him here. We'd kill him with Death from Above anyway. Is that correct? So we don't attack him here. And then he melee attacks our firstborn, and that's the problem.
Ready to take on a foe like me.
Yeah, oh man, that sucks. We were right not to attack, which I'm happy about, but we also... Okay, look. This changes things a bit. But we got lucky to draw this, I think. We now have... We still own... Yeah, we have 4 in hand. Okay. But they have Death from Above, right? Like, they could Death from Above, and kill us. So were we still not meant to attack him in the face, even though it gives us lethal next turn?
Not a single soul left behind.
The Emperor guides us to victory.
This is madness. Okay, we're lucky it's the AI. I think we lost this one for sure. Absolutely silly match. Absolutely silly. Maybe we just needed to trust in our reach more. You know, I mean, we've got so many pings in the deck, so much reach, that I think we had to just trust that we were going to draw the reach. Instead, we were kind of attacking, trying to force it, you know, get him into lethal range. But we put ourselves in lethal range at the end. You know, like any combination of things could have destroyed us there. As is, they already put like the Vanguard down. If it had like 8 health, that Vanguard, you know, that like what it got on the board, I think we just lose there. Like we've got so little at that point. We're just praying for our reach to turn up. But as it is, aren't we praying for our reach to turn up anyway? That was a weird match. That was really, really weird. I felt super uncomfortable. Oh, if we go in first, I think the tempo we get from double armored support is okay.
Fail. We are Ultramarines.
For the eye of terror shall bring mercy.
What the hell? So this really should be a 2-1-4. And we'd have let them have the 2-1-4 because we just want an armoured support for value. So we should be 2 health down, but they have something on board. No. Technically their board would be empty. Okay.
I serve the dark gods.
Man, this is pretty irritating to play against, isn't it? What the hell am I witnessing? How aggressive are we supposed to be? I mean, we've got all our low-cost pieces, all the intercessors and everything. And if we Inceptor here... I mean, Spawnedom doesn't do anything. Traitor's Hate would hit him as well. Oh, this is weird. I really do feel like Chaos is a bad matchup for us. I mean, Abaddon's 40 health as well. Like, we're an aggro deck. Trying to get through 40 health is such an issue. It does feel like we're seriously behind, doesn't it? Oh, not now. But we would be. Against a human opponent, we would be seriously, seriously behind. Oh, they've kind of given us the tempo that we could just armoured support, haven't they? We're actually the control part of this matchup right now. Because of hand advantage, we're the control part of this matchup. They've got nothing they can do. Man, that's strange. That's really, really weird. You'd think the Impulse would offer more value. I think the Dreadnought is maybe just a little bit cheeky. We probably shouldn't have done that.
The Emperor guides us to victory.
So, Helldrake Strike would be a really, really irritating, wouldn't it? Traitor's Hate, I suppose.
I serve the dark gods.
Oh. We're getting so lucky in this match. It's actually kind of embarrassing, isn't it? We're playing against the AI and we're getting this lucky. Very embarrassing. Considering we're the control, I shouldn't have attacked. We're playing this like aggro because we're so used to playing aggro, but that's a definite mistake. How the hell did we end up with all even numbers? For goodness sake. That's a bit useless, isn't it? And we need the Vanguard, unfortunately.
The Emperor guides us to victory!
Yeah, I can't really do much of anything. This really does seem like such a trash card. 1 damage, you know, that's nothing. That's so bad. Oh crikey. This isn't oh, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I feel like there must be a more efficient way to do this, but it just doesn't seem to matter all that much. Oh, but I could have used Octavio. That would have also made more sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, we played this like such trash. Chaos is such an awkward matchup for us. I feel like there were multiple turns where I was like, look, if they play this, we're done. But the AI doesn't seem to play a lot of Traitor's Hate, so... Wow. I mean, all these people are talking about it's like 17 minutes, 4 minutes. It does seem like there are a lot of people on. So it can't be that bad. There must be human players online. We're just all missing each other. It's lunchtime anyway, so I'm going to turn the mic off.
We will not fail! We are Ultramarines!
Prepare for the coming damnation!
will be my trophy.
I'm honestly not sure how how long the OBS on my laptop can record for. Like, my laptop is just so rubbish. I'm pretty sure that, you know, like, after a certain duration, it's just going to be pushed to its limits. Like, it's literally not going to be able to keep up anymore. So I'll probably stop, hopefully around 3K. I think I'm already knew that I was going to have to do it in multiple videos. There's no way we were going to do it in one long video. My laptop's just too rubbish. But I think I'll stop at like 3K or 2 hours, one or the other. And then finish my lunch, and then we'll try again.
We will not fail. We are Ultramarines.
We bring death from above, as Cain's spear did before.
Our world will never surrender.
Hold positions. We strike soon.
Yeah.
I really don't know if this is correct or not. I feel like he's just going to get pinged off and achieve nothing. Like, as Octavio goes, all it's done is it's saved us 1 damage. That's really not significant. You know, it's done basically nothing.
Like the serpent.
Hold positions. We strike soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I've just pushed myself into a line of play that I'm not enjoying at all. It feels awful, actually. We're just trying to get to, like, a good impulsor turn. Something like that where we can turn the tempo a bit. But right now, I mean, we're just getting stuff pinged off for free. This is so frustrating. This is stupid. Absolutely silly. Although, this is probably, like, the best we could have hoped for. Just because the board is clear, Impulsor comes down onto something reasonably clean. But, you know, it's Eldar, and you know the, you know, like, flank's going to come down. Banshee. I mean, Banshee's kind of what we were worried about in that last turn. Something like that. There's just too much. There's too much Shuriken. There's too much flank. That sniper is also very stupid. You know, there's so many things to be irritated about with Eldar, isn't there?
Sons of Gilliman.
I'm trying something here. I don't think it's actually correct. This is more just about like tempo and trying to build a board. But doesn't this make us like way too susceptible to witchfire?
Yeah.
I don't know. With Inceptor and Inceptor Sergeant in our hand, it's kind of a strange one where if they AoE, then I feel okay about us also going into AoE. I actually forgot he could do that. I normally look at Eliak and I don't really rate him at all. I don't think he's that great. So, that was my fault really.
One strike is all I need.
Aren't we just going to do this? Using our deaths from above like this though, I mean, it just feels so incredibly uncomfortable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just a sec.
Spear of pain.
Ready your jump packs? We strike now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Someone called me, and I'm not used to being so popular. Normally, I don't get called. Just a sec. I suppose I better save the number. Oh man, my phone's cracked, so it's not exactly doing a fantastic job here. Sorry about that, me. I have no idea what has actually happened in the short term. We won that match though, right? I don't know. I was kind of playing on autopilot. I wasn't paying attention. Right, yeah, we seem to be doing well though. I can't remember if we've lost a match. We probably lost 1 or 2 matches, but none of them against Stelmah. I guess Tigurius Control struggles a bit. I definitely seem to have an issue with monsters under the bed as well, where I'm constantly like, you know what, I bet they have in their hand, you know, like Helldrake Strike, when Helldrake Strike is the absolute perfect answer. Although Helldrake Strike is often the perfect answer, I mean 6 damage, 3 to 6 damage to 3 things is just stupid, man. Like, that's so ridiculous. Death from above does 5 damage to 1 target. Why, you know, like, why do you have to deal with that rubbish? Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so we're kind of looking for an armoured support tactical insight tempo play. Kind of similar to what we did to Stelmah now. I'll talk about it. I mean, we're playing Tigurius again, so... Ironically. If we do it now, then our firstborn's in a kind of a weird spot, isn't it? But I really want this armoured support just to come down as soon as possible. So, stratagem then? Didn't even use it. That's weird. So what do we even want on this turn? There's nothing that we actually... I mean, with the hand that we have, we can't do anything anyway. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it?
Sons of Gilliman.
So we'd love the ping on the chaplain here, but if not, then we can do it again. And then just do it ourselves. So now we don't want the ping on the chaplain. Oh, for goodness sake, mate. Whatever. The alternative was like firstborn, attack, but that would have felt pretty rubbish as well. Yeah, we played this really bad. Well, not that bad. It feels pretty awful, but it's not actually that bad.
One strike is all I need.
For the love, could you just... Oh, whatever. Maybe I should have just gone face. What would we be worried about? Swords of McCrag.
There's no hiding from Ultramar's wrath.
So, ability.
The Emperor guides us to victory.
Oh man, we just completely destroyed our own game here, didn't we? We could have played for like a really big Redemptor Dreadnought turn, same as we did with Stelmah, but instead we messed around and did something really stupid. And now we're in a very frustrating situation, so...
There's no hiding from Ultramars.
What do they need? 6 damage? Yeah, we've really played this wrong, haven't we?
Knowledge is my blade, wisdom my bullet.
Great. So... what have we got? 2 damage in hand. It would depend on the armoured support. None of these. So it's Octavio then.
Hold positions. We strike soon.
Man, that really sucks. Do I actually want the firstborn to go down right now? No.
Yeah.
Oh, we might get a cheap ping. Yeah, why not try it?
We are the sons of Gilliman. Yeah.
So smite is free. They basically need 1 damage here. Well, smite is our, you know, like there's a chance that smite hits for free.
For humanity.
So looking at the board we have, they could theoretically do that. We should have been more patient. I think is the key thing here. Is we definitely lost this match. There's no question about it. We were down to 6 health at the end. There are so many different ways that we lose. And we're playing against the AI. Like, it's really not acceptable to be that bad, right? Right, but that is 3k. So we got to 3k. We got another... Well, I imagine, like, that's the thing about the leaderboard, right? Is it... People do keep advancing, so maybe it's a little bit higher. No, it's still about 3.5k. So we've got 5k to go. But this was serious progress, right? Really, really good. About 2 hours to make... I'm not actually sure. Oh, I can't even remember what we started at. Oh my god. It doesn't matter anyway. We didn't lose, but you know, some of those matches are like Pyrrhic victories. You know full well that against an actual opponent you would have lost. That last one really got me down as well. It's a shame to end it here, but I think that's just how things are, you know.